Hi, this is Aakansha. I just got admitted to Chicago Booth for my MBA, and I've also gotten a scholarship of $40,000 from the school. I really want to take a moment to acknowledge how helpful Autrri has been for me in my journey, and I'm sure that he'll actually be very helpful to anybody that is going to be working with him. There were a couple of things that really stood out for me. I had reached out to him last moment, just a couple of weeks before the deadline, to check if I can start working with him, although I had been working before that on my own. And I really liked how, even though we had a very small window to work on it, he was fully invested right from the get-go. He knew that it's an intense deadline and accommodated my needs accordingly. Secondly, I also really appreciated that he's just so approachable. You can always send him emails and he responds very quickly. He responds very efficiently. And he's, I think I had spoken to quite a few consultants before that and also did short stints with them. And a lot of them take a couple of days to revert and get back with small feedbacks and all of that. Autrri doesn't do that. He's really present for you. The third thing that I appreciated a lot is that many times as an applicant, you tend to get too involved in micro details, which of course are important. But while doing that, you lose a sense of the macro picture that you're working towards. I think Autrri does a great job at bringing your focus back to that. So there were many moments where I was really stressed over this tiny detail, and then he would just sit down with me, talk me through different applications of similar kinds, of what kind of narratives may work, and just tell me to focus on the bigger picture and not get so lost in tiny details when I'm so close to the deadline. That being said, I think that didn't mean that the details weren't important for him. He reviewed my essays and my applications endless number of times, as many times as I wanted him to do that. And every time he would come back with different kinds of feedbacks, and I think till the point that he was satisfied with it, he wouldn't let it go. So I really appreciated that entire process. And I hope that others that choose to work with him in the future also find him to be very helpful.